They know my story.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, I am going to be doing the knotless braids waist length with the curly end. So my client wanted to do knot before the traditional one, but because she likes the fullness of that one, and then she requested that now she want the knotless one, but she kind of wanted it fuller because technically the knot one, it's, knot braids are always, traditional braids are always fuller because of the knots does make them full at the roots of your hair, at the roots of your head and stuff. But the knotless one can also be full. It just depends on how you do it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can give your clients knotless braids but also full, so that they don't have any like scanty place showing. I mean, also some client does want to have that space in the middle of their head, or they want it to be a little bit scanty and stuff. So people have their preference and stuff. So but my clients request for something, I do try my best to give them what they want. As you can see right now, I'm just making my parts, because you want to always start with the clean parts first when it comes to knotless braids. Knotless braids is what you just look like it's going from your scalp, so you want to make sure your client does have a great foundation, which is trying to make sure that their lines are really, really nice and they're straight and they're clean as possible as you could get them. And I'm using color 1B for my client. She wanted black and also wanted like a sprinkle of color 613, which I only used, I think, about 2 bundles of the 613 hair. So that was how little of a hair that I used for that hair. And I only used maybe 3 strands of curly hair because I had to cut them and divide them into 6, basically, if that makes sense, or even 8 or something like that. So right now we're going to start braiding, and first, usually I would fit in these braids and fit in maybe 4 or 5, or just, I'm probably going to even fit the same amount of times, but I'm just going to fit in thicker strands basically. So right now I'm going to start fitting in my client's braids, and then just keep adding on. So usually, let's say I used to fit in 4 or 5. Since my client then wanted them somewhat fuller, I'm just going to make the parts the same size as the regular size parts, but I'm going to make the braids thicker. In that way, it's going to give her the same parts that she wants, but just more hair that I had to use. Basically, it took the same amount of time, so not that much of a time difference, but I did have to use a little bit more bundles. So usually this time might take me about 5 bundles, so I had to use about 6. Just an example. Just so I had to use about 6 for my clients. Right now I'm just filling in business. Right now I'm also using Ruwa Braiding hair, which is a braiding hair that I always use for all my styles. Sorry guys, noise. But I always use that for all my braids or my twists for my clients. So I'm using Ruwa Braiding hair. And I think I'm also using a different braiding hair for the 613, but you can't really tell. Yeah. So it also, what helps you braid is when you apply your edge control or your hair jam, basically, because edge control are pretty expensive. So you want to just apply your hair jam on your client's hair as you braid, and that way it's just easier for you to braid. But since I had my edge control on my magnetic wristband, I just apply it there. I just use it because, I don't know, I have them in stock, so I just use that. But I had to, you have to mind the way you use them, because you don't want to use the really good one on your clients, on the body of the client. So you want to use a really thick and a really great one on the roots to make the braids cleaner. But while you're braiding, you can just use hair jam or gel, just something that just help you while you're braiding. And then when I got the roots, I am going to apply my curly ends. But people usually ask me about the counts of my, I don't really count, but I would just say if you can see how I braid, you probably can tell. But maybe I usually count my locks, but not really my braids. But I'm going to start counting my locks now. Sorry, my braids now. Some people have been asking me about that. And also, I never really had dips on hot water, because when you dip your curls in hot water, it does melt it. I actually made the post or made a video showing you guys what happens when you dip your curls in hot water. So I never really dip them, but I'm trying to invest on hair stem, and that way I don't have to use the hot towel anymore. So far so good. I haven't had any accidents with using the hot towel, which is what I've been using for a very long time, and it's just very back in the day-ish. But I only use hot towel as of right now. But I'm gonna invest in the steam and then see how that works. And I just massage the body of my client's braids, because again, you don't want the braids body to be stiff basically, and that's the only reason why I do that. So now I'm going to apply my curls, as you can see me. and then just keep braiding. So for this part, of course, you can use the really good edge control because you want to braid it as tight as possible, and also try to confuse the ends when you get there. You want to take from somewhere, give to somebody, just makes it very confusing. In that way, you don't have any cases of your client's curly stuff falling out or unraveling, because I've had that case one time. And I remember I did not really confuse the ends, but now I had to learn to confuse the ends. People confuse the ends when they're twisting, but the same thing when you're applying your curly stuff at the end, you want to confuse the ends because your curls are really curly and silky, so they could easily fall off. But when you confuse them, it helps them stay longer. And yeah, that was all for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to ask me. And until then, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
It's Fake Kills.
Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls, them a come, them a want, them a take her. Batman, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls, them a come, them a want it on the nigga. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her, never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga, say she want another nigga. Who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. Move that, where you move that. Touch that, baby, me just wanna touch that. Enter me radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter me radar. Girl, you are what see me radar. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Pour me out, say she give me pour me out. In a yard, say she give me in a yard. Man a wine, say she give me dirty wine. Man a grind, say she give me dirty wine. Say, girls them a whining, them me grinding at the thing so. Any man them me looking at the thing so. Girl your body say your money while I sing so. Man a bad, man a bossing at the thing so. Girl pour me yard, see me pour me yard. Me na pillow wine, say she give me filler wine. Say let me the villa wine, say she give me film wine. Man a wine, say she give me for me, y'all say enter the radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter the radar. Girl, you are what see me radar. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat.
It's Fake Kills.
Right, we finna have a good time, you know. Them bomb like them are watching. They are free of our daughter. Bad man, what you say?
Standard.
Original. Original bad man, drop the plate. And a bad man, drop the plate. Original bad man, and a bad man, drop the plate. And a bad man, drop the plate.
Just say no, 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 no.
And a bad man, drop the plate. And a bad man, drop the plate.
Just say yeah,
and a bad man, drop the plate. And a bad man, drop the plate.
Original bad man.
And a bad man, drop the plate. And a bad man, drop the plate.
Body nice. See I got them here, them are moving right. See the girls, them a got me hypnotized. Them a make a bad man feel alright. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Man I tell her me she go low. Say you gonna get me when I'm on low. Man I tell her me she go low. Bad man I put you in a photo. Countdown, she a put me on a rundown. Go down, she a give me on a low now. Go now, anywhere you wanna go now. Bad man, me a put you on a first class.
No, 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 no.
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
So baby, what you gonna do? Calling all your friends when they come through. So you really your number one I control. So you really, really meant for the girls when they come through. Come through. Bad man, say she want, say she really want, say she try to be the one. Calm down, take it slow. Say the girl, let my come in on me yard, them a give me low. If you tripping, let me know what you really want. Is it riding with me or you really dirt? Them my girls, them a tell me that you really not. Make up your mind, let me know if you really got.
no, 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 no.
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe.
Original bad
Bad man,
man.
turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the
It's
vibe.
fake kills.
Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe.
no, 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 no.
Original. The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Original
The
bad
beat of
man.
the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say no, 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 no.
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Original bad
The
man.
beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Body nice. See I got them here, them are moving right. See the girls, them a got me hypnotized. Them a make a bad man feel alright. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Man, I tell her me she go low. Say you gonna get me when I'm on low. Man, I tell her me she go low. Bad man, I put you in a photo. Countdown, she a put me on a rundown. Go down, she a give me on a low now. Go now, anywhere you wanna go now. Bad man, me a put you on a first class.
no, 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 no.
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
So baby, what you gonna do? Calling all your friends when they come through. So you really your number one I control. So you really, really meant for the girls when they come through. Come through. Bad man, say she want, say she really want, say she try to be the one. Calm down, take it slow. Say the girl, let my come in on me yard, them a give me low. If you tripping, let me know what you really want. Is it riding with me or you really dirt? Them my girls, them a tell me that you really not. Make up your mind, let me know if you really
Just say
got.
no, 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 no.
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place.
Just say
The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. The beat of the bad man, mash up the place, and a bad man, mash up the place. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe.
Original bad
Bad man,
man.
turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the
It's fake
vibe.
kills.
Bad man, turn up the vibe. Bad man, turn up the vibe.
It's fake kills.
Original.
Puffin' on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls them a come, them a want, them a take her. Bad man, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls them a come, them a want it on the nigga. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga. Say she want another nigga. I who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. I move that, where you move that. Touch that, baby, me just wanna touch that. Enter me radar. Now you they mash up the place. Enter me radar. Girl, you are what's in me brain. The only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Pour me out, say she give me pour me out. In a yard, say she give me in a yard. Man a wine, say she give me dirty wine. Man a grind, say she give me dirty wine. Say, girl, say my whining, let me grinding, I don't think so. Any man, let me looking at the thing so. Girl, your body say your money while I sing so. Man a bad, man a bossing at the thing so. Girl, pour me out, see me pour me out. Me na pillow wine, say she give me filler wine. Say let me the villa wine, say she give me film wine. Aye. Man a wine, say she give me for me, y'all say enter the radar. Now you they mash up the place, enter the radar. Girl, you are what see me brain, the only special one for me. Now you be the only one I see. Anywhere I go, I wanna be. Girl, you feel like my fantasy. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat. Let's have a good time. Baby, I'ma make you sweat.
It's fake kills.
Right, we finna have a good time, you know. Them bomb buck like them are watching. They are free of our doctor. Bad man, what you say?
Standard.
They know my story.